In this video, I'm going to talk about how to book more luxury high-end clients. I'm a wedding stationery designer, but even if you're not, if you're any other creative entrepreneur, I would still stick around because I think this will be helpful for anyone in the creative space who's looking to book more high-end clients. So the main difference between budget and luxury clients are going to be that higher-end clients want a full experience. They are willing to pay and feel good about paying for things that matter to them, paying to get back more time, paying for expertise, paying for customization. So in order to book some of these clients, you have to get out of that budget mindset. You have to stop thinking that they are paying for a physical piece of paper or whatever it is physically that you sell, and start thinking about that full luxury experience. They are paying for the time saved. They are paying for creating something that no one's ever seen before. They're paying for the luxury and convenience of having someone else deal with things that are difficult for them. So this is a huge mindset shift that will help you understand what luxury clients are looking for and help you talk to them more confidently. Now, there are a lot of ways to give that full luxury experience. The main thing is that they are paying for expertise and convenience. So keep those things in mind throughout your entire conversation. How can you show the value of the work you do? How can you show that it's different, it's unique, it's custom, it's something that they could not possibly do themselves or don't want to tackle doing themselves? It's something that's going to be a full experience for them. Also, it's something that would take them a lot of time to deal with and has lots of logistics, and they just don't want to deal with it. They don't really care if something that they ask for costs $10, $20, $100 more. They prefer to just kind of get that full experience. So one way to think about your work differently with luxury clients is how you price. You're going to price from that full experience perspective. You're going to focus on your expertise and you're going to focus on convenience. So instead of maybe itemizing every single little thing out, you might want to group more things together in packages. You might want to price with a little bit of flexibility because they're probably going to add some things on. They're probably going to want to do 2 or 3 color letterpress, and you don't want to have to go back to them and say, oh, that's going to be $100 more. That's going to be $100 more, when maybe you should have kind of preempted that desire from them, and you don't want to like nickel and dime them over, oh, you added another color of letterpress, so we've got to add to it. You want to price with a little bit of that flexibility so that when they ask for those things, you can simply just say yes. These are not the type of clients who are going to be messaging you, hey, that's way over my budget. How can we get the price down? What if we mix and match these things a little? What if I DIY a little to get the price down? These are going to be the type of clients who are emailing you asking for more elevation, more customization, something that they've never seen before, showing you cool ideas that they saw on Pinterest or something like that. They're not going to be questioning the price so much as far as just questioning what's available. Of course, there's a difference between something that costs $10 a piece and something that costs $500 a piece, and you shouldn't like just tack on a massive bill at the end that they don't expect. But in general, you can price up front, so there's a little flexibility, and if they switch from a paper belly band to a silk ribbon, you don't necessarily have to go back to them and say, okay, it's going to be $1.50 more per piece or something, because they don't care so much about those small amounts. A lot of people say that in order to book luxury clients, you have to lead a luxury life or look like you're leading a luxury life. Like if you want to book Chanel clients, you have to have Chanel. I don't love this statement because I don't think that every luxury client has the same style necessarily. And I also don't think every luxury client needs you to be living in that exact same space. Just because you maybe don't have Chanel bags doesn't mean you can't create really luxurious pieces. However, in order to book those luxury clients, you do need to be in higher end spaces in some way, shape, or form. Does this mean you need to go hang out on Rodeo Drive, visit the Chanel store all the time, etc.? Not necessarily, but you need to be talking to the people and being in the spaces where those clients are looking. So for weddings, for example, you might want to be working with luxury wedding planners. You want to work with luxury venues. You want to go to the wedding shows that those people are going to be at, which is not every single wedding show. So in order to do some of that, you might need to live a little bit of that lifestyle. You might need to make some investments into that lifestyle. It's not to say that you have to have exactly the same purses that every single one of your just ideal clients has. You do need to find a way to get into those spaces because otherwise you're never going to cross over with them. And then when it comes to showing your work and your processes, you need to think from a higher end perspective as well. So if you reach out to the most high-end wedding planner in New York City who has weddings that are $1 million or more, and you show them wedding invitations that you could get for $1.50 a piece or something, then they're going to be curious about that mismatch, and they're probably not going to refer you to any of their clients. It doesn't mean your work is not amazing and good and beautiful. It just means that it's not fitting what those type of clients want. So if you want to work with luxury clients, you have to show luxury work. I have said the word luxury so many times in this video, it's starting to sound fake. But if you want to work with that type of client, you have to show that type of work. So you have to show high-end printing methods. You have to show embellishments. You have to show that full experience, or else they're going to be like, can she actually accomplish this? Sometimes that can be really stressful. And if that's feeling really stressful to you, you might want to question whether you actually want to work with those clients. Because for instance, luxury clients, like really, really, really high end, are not my ideal target market. And I still have a really successful business. So this is not the only way to be successful. But if you want to be successful in this realm, you need to kind of act like you've been there, act like you've had some clients that requested all of these really high end things and that you know how to create them. This might require an investment. So you might be thinking that samples of high-end printing methods are going to cost a lot of money, and they probably will. But if this is the type of client that you want to book and the type of invoices that you want to have, then you have to make some of those investments. Think of that as buying the Chanel purse. You don't necessarily have to buy the Chanel purse, but you do need to show that you're capable of doing, at the very minimum, letterpress, foil stamping, and several of those luxury embellishment options. And once those clients meet with you, you want to have an elevated experience from the first touch point to the last touch point and even beyond. If you think about going into those really nice stores, they might offer you a free drink. They might have really nice seating and ambiance. They might have a dedicated salesperson reaching out to you. And that's different than if you shop in Target. So think about that for your experience as well. If you are meeting me at Starbucks and it's loud and you don't have your own office and you have your computer, you're pulling out, and then you try to charge me $25,000 for invitations, I might question, because that's just kind of a mismatch between the experience and the cost that you're charging. So go through your whole experience from A to Z and ask how you can elevate that a little bit further. Maybe that's with a client gift. Maybe you're renting out a really nice consultation space. Maybe you are dressing a little bit more elevated for those consultations. Maybe you are providing a little bit more resources for them. You are, getting them drinks, getting them snacks, meeting in at least like chic, trendy places, even if you don't have your own office. Maybe you're sending them a nice gift. Maybe you're doing really, really elevated packaging that is going to show up on their doorstep and immediately give that $20,000 vibe. So think about the experience from start to finish. And then from a convenience perspective, you are also taking everything off of their plate. So instead of asking them for the address list, you might work with their planner. Instead of sending proofs directly to them, you might send them to the planner first, get some original feedback, and then kind of send a more finalized draft to them. You're definitely including assembly. All the high-end planners are going to expect that you include assembly for all of their clients. You might even do mail services for them, so they don't even have to stamp things or take them to the post office. You're going to offer just all of those really white glove experiences for them, and you're not going to worry about, oh, well, my stamp's still stand, I'm going to have to add the postage costs on, because they do not care about you adding the postage on, but they are going to care if you're coming back to them every once in a while with additional things that you have to kind of add on. That is going to feel inconvenient to them. So just kind of think about all that from the beginning perspective and make sure you're including that in your pricing and your whole experience. So in addition to the word luxury, I said the word experience so much, but you really are creating an entire experience for these people. And that's what the really high-end folks are paying for. If you're paying for a template or semi-custom invitation, you're not paying for the experience. You are just paying for the product that you need. And that doesn't mean that a stationer can't create a good experience for you there, but it's going to have fewer touch points and it's going to feel a lot less customized and high-end and elevated than if you're paying $25,000 for custom invitations. So think about if you were like Jeff Bezos booking you for wedding invitations, what that's going to look like, what they might want from you, and always keep in mind convenience and the full experience. So they're paying for you to create something that feels unique and new and special. And that's very different than if you're working at the lower end of the market. I hope these tips help you get in the mind of that really high-end client that you want to book so that you can craft an experience that is really going to appeal to them and speak to them more confidently. Thank you so much for watching, and if there's anything else you want to learn about design, stationery, crafting a successful creative business, please let me know in the comments and stick around to watch some of our other tutorials. Thanks, everyone.